Well, this morning, Pope Francis is continuing his tour of Kenya and meeting with priests at a school. This is his first trip to Africa. He arrived Wednesday. Earlier this morning, the Pope delivered Mass at the University of Nairobi. He also met with Muslim and Christian leaders. The Pope will visit 2 other countries, including the Central African Republic, on Sunday. Alan Pizzey is traveling with the Pope in Nairobi.
There was a proper and rollicking African welcome to kick off the first public engagement of Pope Francis' first ever African trip. Dancing children led the procession of bishops who preceded him to the specially built altar. The theme of this stop on his 3-nation pilgrimage is, "Be strong in faith, do not be afraid." It took a fair bit of strength for tens of thousands of faithful to make their way into a field for the Mass at Nairobi University that persistent rain turned into a quagmire. But rain is seen as a blessing here, and no one seemed to mind in the least. Police and army were on hand in considerable number, but guns were conspicuous by their scarcity, in spite of the fact that there is concern Francis could be in danger from Islamist radicals. There have been several bloody attacks here, including the massacre of students at a university and the 2013 shooting in a mall that left 67 dead, both carried out by the Al-Qaeda affiliate Al-Shabaab that is based in neighboring Somalia. Francis called them barbarous and said that God's name must never be used to justify hatred and violence. All too often, he told an interreligious gathering, young people are being radicalized in the name of religion to sow discord and fear and to tear at the very fabric of our societies. The Mass was aimed in part at young people, and Francis urged them to let what he called the great values of Africa's traditions help them shape a society which is ever more just, inclusive, and respectful of human dignity.
In keeping with his usual style, Pope Francis isn't pulling any punches. But in a region where tribal rivalries and religious violence have wreaked havoc, his message seems to be going down well. For CBS This Morning, Alan Pizzey, Nairobi.